You have to give Miami credit. I said before the game, the team that would win the game would be the team that came close to executing their game plan in relation to the talents and the system that they were running. And I thought they did a very good job of attacking the basket. At one point, they were 14 or 15 from the floor, and with one bank three, obviously we had a hard time containing the dribble. They didn't waste a whole lot of time with moving the ball. They just attacked the basket, and they did a very good job in the first half. I don't know if I've ever been in a game in my coaching career where a team was 14 or 15 from the floor at any point in time. But that's a compliment to them, because I thought they did a very good job of executing the offense. We came back out the second half and obviously made it somewhat of a game of it, but in reality I think they outplayed us a little more than the score might have indicated. They just did a very good job of getting even though they didn't make a whole lot of threes, I thought they made timely threes, and they played with a little bit more desperation or aggressiveness or a focus, I thought, in the first half than we did. And I thought that really probably had a lot to do with their ability to extend the lead. We just couldn't seem to get the stops. You know, we've been shooting the ball extremely well from the perimeter. And their style of defense is they're a little bit more contained, not quite pack line, but they contain the three-point area. And I thought our guys were extremely hesitant, and our guys are really, really open, and I thought we were hesitant the whole first half. Second half, we were a little bit more aggressive, but we had dug such a hole for ourselves that it was very hard to pull out of it. They had a lot of guys step up, and obviously you got to compliment them, guys who has a lot of points off the bench. They was Chris Kamaji's first day back, and he's practiced 3 days, and obviously he showed a lot of rust out there, but I felt I had to get him back on the floor and get him back in the swing of things. And hopefully he'll get a little more on top of his game than he was today. As obviously he didn't quite have his legs on him, but I was glad to see him back on the floor after missing. He only played 3 games, and so he's been out for a while. The one thing that's good about being in the ACC, you can't sit around and have a pity party. We got Louisville on Wednesday, Syracuse on Saturday, and Boston College on Monday. So what we have to do is learn from this game and move on, take our hats off to Miami for coming out and just playing an excellent game, and hopefully we go back and watch the film and learn, evaluate, improve on our shortcomings, and prepare ourselves for what looks like a week of of murderous row. Any questions?
Coach, Leonard, can you talk about what Mike's does for their team?
Well, he's extremely talented and confident, and that's the thing that's glaring about him. He has that. When you're small like that, you have to have exceptional skills and talents. He's a flawless dribbler. Sure, he makes some turnovers every once in a while, but that's what most freshmen do. He's fearless in terms of taking the ball to the basket and finishing, because he has such explosive quickness and speed. And as he gains a little more strength and experience, he's going to be a player that's going to be a handful to go against in the ACC. But he's confident that he can knock down threes, but he also is confident that he can get by you and finish at the rim, left and right, and that's the skills that you need to have if you are not necessarily one of the bigger guys around.
Leonard, was there anything Miami did that surprised you? Anything that you didn't?
No, I said all along they were extremely talented. We this time of the year, none of us are playing as well as we would like to. I think most coaches are still trying to get systems, especially when you play as many guys as we both teams are playing. And even though when we played well and won some games, I've been cautiously optimistic because I see a lot of flaws in our game. I realize we have a tremendous we've got a lot of growth to do. I'm still playing a lot of young guys, and I'm playing a lot of people, and sometimes that's hard to get those different combinations on the floor. And I'm sure Miami's going through a little bit of the same thing, but they do have some exceptionally good players, and Coach does a great job. And I'm sure they're going to continue to improve as we are. So they I thought they executed the game plan very well. I told our team that the team that was in Atlanta the other night wouldn't show up today. That team wouldn't come out of the locker room. I knew that was going to be a team that probably still in Atlanta, and that they would come out and be at their very, very best today, and I thought that's what they did.
You talk about Dwan Buell's improvement from last year to this.
Well, you know, Dwan is an exceptional athlete. He's kind of he's not really a center. He's a power forward with small forward quickness, athleticism, and he's a tough matchup for most traditional centers because he's long and athletic and quick. He's making tremendous strides. I've watched him for a number of years, and I'm not surprised with his progress at all. And I think he's only scratched the surface of his potential as he gets bigger and stronger and maybe adds a few more pieces to his game. I think he's going to be an all-ACC player.
Everybody else set?
Thank you very much.